Next up, hey Brian, how you doing,
Hey,
sir? We
hey,
have
Brent,
Brian
doing
Cox.
good,
He's
doing good.
he's he's chairman and CEO of SurgePays. The ticker on OTC is SURG Surge. What's going on, Mister?
You know what? We're out here. I'm actually a little bit remote. Your team's been awesome working with me. I'm out of pocket. We've got a new office opening up out in Nevada. So I
Okay.
appreciate your team working with me to get this on the show today.
Well, best of luck with the new location, sir. And
Hey,
I'll let
thank you.
you take it away.
All right, good deal. Hey, first of all, I want to thank you guys. Thank you, Brent. Thank your team. They've been awesome. Thank you, Benzinga, for giving us this platform to be able to talk about the company. Anytime we can talk about our company, we're excited about it to take the opportunity. SurgePays, we're a B2B fintech. For the time being, we're traded on the OTCQB under SURG. And just so you know, Brent, I don't go off a teleprompter or script. I've been in the underbanked and software development business for 20 years. So
I like it.
I take it straight from the heart and straight from my mind, although that gives my attorneys heartburn. So let me say that there's a really good shot that I'm going to give some forward-looking statements today. And so just if everybody knows, they can go to surgepays.com to look at any of our filings and make wise decisions. All right, got that out of the way. Now we can have some fun. This is our company. We're a B2B company. We've built a blockchain platform where we go into convenience stores, bodegas, tiendas, any retail store that the community depends on, that the people that live in that area depend on to buy everything from their calories to, as you see, gas, any type of products like that. Independently owned stores, we provide them with all sorts of services for the underbanked. We help them become a quasi, let's just call it a financial institution for their customers. And then we upsell them most of the top selling goods that you'll find. And I think you guys will be interested to see as we go. And a lot of times we walk into these stores, we have a purpose, we're in and out. A lot of times it's to pay for gas or get coffee. But hopefully now when you see some of these products that we sell these stores, your subconscious will flag when you walk into these stores and you'll realize what the opportunity is and our market. Just to give you a quick background on SurgePays, I took over as CEO, brought my team in 2017, changed the name to Surge Holdings. We were a conglomerate of a couple of different companies. We had a specific goal. We had a purpose of, incorporating our fintech software platform. It's kind of a funny story. My first press release as CEO, I mentioned blockchain and digital currency, and I was on the phone with FINRA and the SEC a week later with them asking me questions. What was blockchain? What was I talking about? So it's been a good little journey. In 2020, we rebranded the company SurgePays. We did not want to be known as a holdings company. We wanted to better refine what we were doing and our target and goals for the company. So you can see the revenue growth that we've had year over year. I'm going to jump right in. I'm a relationship sales guy, and the architecture of our company is based on reoccurring revenue through building relationships with independently owned companies, independently owned retail stores. So the best way that I have come across selling anything, and I don't care what it is by crushing the old mentality of business 101. You got to spend money to make money. That's not true with SurgePays. We walk into a store, our salespeople pull that door, we come in and we enable that store to service their customers in a way that allows all the things you see on the screen here, everything from loading debit cards, wireless payments, which is a big deal considering there's 100 million prepaid wireless customers in our country. A third of the population is going somewhere to pay their monthly bill. A lot of folks rely on these corner stores to pay their utility bills. Something that probably a lot of folks watching right now may not think about. All of the apps on our phone really become significantly less meaningful if there's no credit card attached to it. So we enable that store or customers to walk into that store and load value, whether it's Amazon, iTunes, DraftKings, all the popular apps. We allow that store and enable them to process and add value so the customers can use the apps like most of the people watching right now. The Mass Transit Authority is, as with the rest of the folks in the economy, are shifting away from any type of payment at the point of your ride. So in the third quarter, we'll be rolling out, and we're one of the select few companies that will be setting up convenience stores to load the MTA app and cards. It should be a big boost for us in LA and New York, where that's, we've seen the numbers there. So we come in, we enable the store to provide these services. The store is able to process these transactions. We ACH the store for what's due us and the third party, and the store keeps his money. So to reiterate that for you guys out there that run businesses, we enable the store to make money without spending money. It's purely transaction based. They get more door swings. They provide more services for their existing customers, and then they create the opportunity for these customers to come back every month, every week. And as you can imagine, with things like Amazon, it's a weekly thing. So by doing that, no different than a convenience store putting the cold beverages in the back of the store, we so that you walk past all the other products and have impulse buys by realizing there's other products there. We do the same thing. This is a screenshot of our secure platform, and we force the store owners to go by and see, oh, by the way, not only are we providing you all these services, we can sell you many of the products you're already selling. And our model for doing so, let me go ahead and click to it. Our model for doing so is we go directly to the manufacturer. We have set up with manufacturers to, a store owner places the order. We send a pick, pack, and ship directly to the manufacturer's warehouse. They fulfill the order, ship it directly to the store. So we've been able to overcome a lot of the regional footprint challenges, a lot of the minimums, a lot of the bottlenecks, especially over the past year that we've seen with distribution, logistics, warehouses. And one of the things that has really worked out well for us and for our stores is not only are the stores able to realize usually a 10 to 15% savings on products that they're already buying now, and many times they get a bigger selection because their selection of products is not dictated by their regional distributor. And as we all know, I'm an old econ major. Anytime that there's more options or more selection, there's also more competition, which creates an environment of better pricing for the store owner. So that's one of the things that we've been able to do. And one of the unique aspects of this is that the manufacturers also realize the value. So you got to put yourself in the manufacturer's kind of chair as well. Now they can have access to thousands of stores coast to coast without having to have contracts with regional distributors all over the country. And the products go directly from their warehouse to the store. So, and with us being able to do this, it also for goods, like you see the bagged snacks, instead of it spending 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks in warehouses, big trucks, what have you, it goes straight to the store. So we've also been able to increase the shelf life, which is another cool byproduct of selling these wholesale goods directly to the store. So in summary, we've got a 1-2 punch. Like I said, I'm a relationship sales guy. We want to go in, enable the store to provide these underbanked products, create them. It's a different environment. Now we're a profit partner. We're on your side. We're helping you. Oh, by the way, we can also help you make more money by selling you many of the other products. And one of the unique things that we've put in place is we have feedback by what we call our friendly stores, our advisor stores. And they're actually on the lookout, giving us feedback of what products they would like us to carry, and they would like us to, start providing and see if we can save them money. And I tell you, Brent, one of the unique aspects of this is I'm now one of my next hires at the company is going to be a person that will manage the influx of manufacturers who, ironically, are using our invest@surgepays.com email address, wanting us to sell their products. So word's getting out there. We're really excited about it. The store owners are really excited about it. Our salespeople are obviously excited about it, and we're hustling. So I know some of the guys out there, especially in the community there at Benzinga, are interested in some of the latest technologies. We've gone to the nth degree. Like I said, we're not a Johnny come lately on blockchain or anything like that. We've been working in blockchain for over 4.5 years now. We've uniquely built our platform to withstand any type of craziness. We have when you see hybrid data cloud, what we've done is we've got our, let's call them hard servers, 80 feet below the surface in Missouri. but we're also have all kinds of other fail safes built over with AWS Cloud, Azure Cloud, and as you can see, the blockchain as well. So we're interconnected with multiple fail safes. There is no limit or bottlenecks or throttles that we would need to undergo. And for those of you that are watching who are obviously paying attention to everything going on with the digital currency world, one of the, I don't want to call it a byproduct because this was always one of the things that we wanted to build by putting this together. But every store that we add, whether it's the gas station, whether it's any of the Hispanic stores, mercados, bodegas, convenience stores, whatever store we add, we've added another store to a closed loop network. And by closed loop network, I mean we can settle up every single day, whether that store did a payment for track phone or the store ordered a case of potato chips. We're settling up every night. There's no difference in settling up by APIing into any of the digital finance, whether it's tokenizations or any of the other currencies out there, where we could allow people to spend the value that they have in these stores, whether it be through a card or an app. We'll be primed, as I think our, let's call it, the guys in Washington are probably still a little bit away from feeling comfortable with that world. Meanwhile, we're building it. We're building a railway, a backbone, a financial railway. And the way that I tell it to our guys all the time is it's almost like a railroad that we're building into each one of these stores, where not only are we going to be able to continue to selling them more products per store, we add more stores, but we also will be primed and ready to incorporate any type of other currency as our country is going into a cashless direction. So we're really excited about the DeFi opportunities for the underbanked and being able to help these folks out with life-enhancing products and services.
Love the analogy there, Brian. That it really paints a effective picture, in my opinion.
Well,
So
go ahead.
we're running a little short on time here. There was an interesting question that I just wanted to get to really quickly,
Sure.
if you don't mind. I'm gonna pop it up on the screen here, and Beatrice asked for you to speak a little bit about your moat. And I think you just touched on it a little bit, but in a few seconds, if you could just answer that question a little bit more deliberately.
No, sure. Hey, and I love the financial moat, the old Warren Buffett question. It's one of the things that we studied before we even got in here. And this is actually a perfect slide, Brent, for us to talk about it. The moat is we don't have one contract with a huge company that a person in a coat and tie could dictate our future. Our moat is relationships. We're not tied to a product. We're not tied to one service. We're tied to the relationships with every single one of these mom and pop individually owned stores that we've shaken their hand. We're on their team. We're providing them products. As you can see right now, we're 8,000 stores strong. We built a sales funnel where we have 35,000 other convenience stores. We're going to be outbound calling to work and send warm leads to our sales guys to go out there, especially as we conquer the West, the Midwest, and the Northeast. So I think the best way to describe our future and the stability in the moat is that we have the relationships with these stores to where, let's say, for example, there's a new variation of a product that comes out. Well, we're not going to be yesterday's news. We'll sell that product. New iPhone comes out. We'll sell those chargers. A new variation of cannabis comes out that's legalized. Hey, boom, we'll put it right up there as a hot selling product.
Gotcha.
So that's always been, with my background being in real strong and reoccurring revenue from the telecom side, and from a relationship standpoint of putting myself in the shoes of that store owner, that's the moat that we've built around the company to ensure not only our success, but our growth.
Awesome, Brian. I wish we had a little bit more time here. We are getting some good questions in the chat, but if we could pop in the URL on screen, there it is, SurgePays.com. I would encourage the chatters to go to that website. I'm sure you can find Brian and get a hold of him and ask some of these good questions that the chat was asking. It's been a pleasure. Brian Cox, Chairman and CEO of SurgePays. That's ticker SURG. The stock was moving while you were talking, Brian, just to give you a little heads up. They liked the info, man.
Hey, we're working hard. I've got a great team, and we're excited about the future.
All right, sir. Well, thank you for coming on, and I hope you have a very nice weekend.
Hey, thanks, sir. Thank you, Brent. Thank all you guys on your team.